Lovely lawns, welcome back. We are at the Chennakeshava temple or the Keshava temple at Somnathpur, Mysore, at the ticket counter. A small rush, everything has become online. It's a 20 rupee ticket, but it is online and you need to have an Android phone to book the ticket. Tickets booked, and as usual, Mysore, every place is green with a boundary. This place is actually built by a person called Somnatha in Somnathpura. The place itself was named after him, and it is on the banks of Kaveri. And this Somnatha person was in a position with the Narsimha Raja. Wow, look at that. There was supposed to be a. Oh wow, that is three temples inside one. And look at this. A lovely banyan tree to sit. I don't think it is that old, but still. Two boards. This is the first board, and there's one more which I'll show you now. Just giving information, basic information. This is called the stupa. There was supposed to be an eagle on top, which is missing now, it seems. Somebody told me that just now. And this is the forted entrance, like you see the fort kind of walls on the all sides, and the entrance to the main temple inside. Lovely artwork, lovely architecture. Should be part of the Hoysala architecture, but looks like in renovation. Most of it looks like in renovation, and things like that. Hope in some time it will become completely fit and ready. That's the entrance, and wow, it is actually three sanctums, and there must be three avatars of Vishnu inside, because this is basically a Vishnu temple. An inscription on the left side in the entrance, and they say this is old Kannada. That script is old Kannada. Pillars, beautiful pillars. See how shiny it's become because of age. So this is the courtyard, the left side view. We will do, after we finish the main temple, I'll come back and maybe we'll walk through this. So this is two temples, small one. See, the main temple is there, and this one was in the front, left side, and there is one more on the right. This is empty now. There is nothing inside. Maybe under renovation. Inside the temple, wow, lovely architecture on the top. That's all. This all Hoysala architecture is what they call, like in Belur, like in Hampi. All this Vijayanagara Empire, before Vijayanagara Empire, I guess. I'm not sure though. Yeah, so as we see, there are three sanctums. So there's a main one in the straight one, main god, main avatar, or how we say it. And there's one, I think, on the left side and on the right side. So we'll go into the first one. There's a light flickering here. Some tube light is flickering. But overall, beautiful architecture. This place is quite dark. So I hope when you come in person you can enjoy it. It was a difficult thing taking the roof architecture in, and it is intricate. A lot of small architectures. The doors must be new. Obviously, in the 12th, 13th century they wouldn't have doors. So this is the main avatar, or Keshava temples. Keshava must be. Okay, and Keshava is supposed to be, as far as I know, Keshava is supposed to be avatar of Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. So this, left side of there's one more statue. I'm not sure of the avatar's name, but obviously Vishnu's avatar. So people here are saying one avatar is Janardana and one is Venugopala. I'm not sure of that, because this is the tourists here saying. We'll have to do some research on Google later. So that one must be Venugopala and one is Janardana on the left and right side. So these are the three sanctums basically. One Keshava, one this one, and one Venugopala, and one Janardana. So that's it. That sanctums is over. This is the exit. And there's a guy, look at him doing a yoga pose. Instagram has become famous these days. So that's another look of the courtyard, and very intricate architecture. You see temples built in the temple shape. Hardly 1 feet high, these these temples which I am showing you right now are very intricate. They say there is a depiction of Ramayana, Mahabharata, and all avatars of Vishnu are the main kind of creations here, and also statues of goddesses, maybe other avatars, sadhus of that era must be, a great Google search will do, because I am doing it, I'm just telling you what I know. Lovely, but lovely. Look at how intricate these are. All these small things. Maybe lifestyle during that time. See, there is that Rath, what we call in maybe war depiction. People, musicians, animals on top, bulls. There are elephant carvings nearby, and basically circles and all that. What do they call designer elements to enhance at that time itself. And that is the top view of this sanctum, one side. And what I wanted to show is this whole thing stands on the middle of the courtyard. And so this is the courtyard, or the walled courtyard they call it. Because the backside is a wall which is like a fort, and this courtyard surrounds the whole place. It's a small one, it's compared to other big temples, but and it has been resurrected from the ruins, is what they say, in around 15th century. It's a 12th century temple, resurrected again in 15th century. That is that outlet for that Abhishek items to come out. Maybe when they were doing pujas they were using it, but now there are no pujas here. It has just become a heritage site kind of thing. Again, beautiful sculptures. I can't say there's nothing. There is so much of it that you really need a guide here to tell you who's this, what are the pictures, everything, what are the statues, everything. Must be very interesting for a history student or a arts and culture student or things like that. See, intricate. Down there are elephants. Then this Rath, what is it called? Chariot. Elephant, people on horseback. These are all those eras lifestyle depictions, musicians, warriors, everybody. They have not left one person. And I think it's a celebration kind of temple for my point of thing. Somnatha must have built it, so that everybody knows what happens everywhere. See, small temples again. This is hardly 1 feet high. I just repeated in the first. This is on the other side of it. So, with a lot of deities. Each one is different. Each deity is different. And if you're really interested, you just take the services of a guide here, which is available, and you can use them. And statues again on top. At the courtyard again now, and from here when you look at, you can see the sanctums or the main temple is on a lifted structure, and it is a star-shaped structure. I couldn't take a drone shot because I don't have a drone. Otherwise, it should look wonderful from the top. 3 sanctums on a star shape. It should be wonderful. And entering the courtyard's first deity or shrine, or renovation is underway. I think they have stored some idols here. Let's look at the next one as we walk through the courtyard. Okay, must have been a cool place during those times, Kaveri water nearby. See, here there's a statue which is old enough. This doesn't look new or newly made. And this just looks renovated. So the next one, like this, I don't know how many. I don't want to count now. Must be on Google how many shrines are there. Some look small, some big. So some must be single deity, some must be double deity accommodation, not accommodation, shrines. So this one, there's one more. They have not installed the idol, if you see. So this were all under renovation. Under renovation, sorry. And the next one was closed. And walking on, let's see one if it's open. Oh, yeah, work is going on. The deity is not come yet. Maybe getting renovated somewhere else. Beautiful, just a walk on this, a cooler evening, sit and chit chat. Maybe that is the purpose of a courtyard. See, now the star-shaped platform is clear here as we are near, on which stands these, lovely sanctums. As I have been repeating, 3 of them are there like this. Each must be facing, east, west, something like that, with logic to it. Another view. Lovely, lovely. This is the only word I have. And yes, it is under renovation. You can. Beautiful small place. Lovely architecture. Very intricate, actually. You never know how to explain all this or things. You can read more about it in Google, actually. And do visit sometime. It's so close to Mysore, say around 25-30 kilometers only. And really lovely place. So that's the exit. That is a view from the back side of it. And as we exit, huge walls, huge lawns. A good 1 hour, 2 hour spent. People who can't go to Hampi can come around here to see the Hoysala architecture. And that's all. That's the exit. And we'll be on the way. Please do subscribe. We need a lot of support to get better videos done.